Hello, I'm Samuel Moldovan with Latin Finance at our Cumbre Financiera Argentina here in Buenos Aires, and I'm joined by Gabriel Matarazzo y Cecilia Mayral from Marval, Ofero y Mayral law firm based here in Buenos Aires, one of the leading local law firms both on the local and international stages. And we're going to ask them a couple questions about how they see the markets evolving and the investor interest coming into play. So, Gabriel, how have the local debt and equity markets evolved over the years?
Well, I think due to factors that are well known, particularly the holdouts litigation in New York, on top of that some regulatory trends in Argentina. Argentina was not very open to the international markets during the last years. We have heard from the leading political sectors that there is a new trend and there is an expectation that upon the elections things will change. So certainly upon the solution of the litigation in New York, and if a new trend on the regulatory relationship between the government and its agencies with the leading international banks and also the leading local banks, we are expecting to see a change which would allow the participants of the markets to have more commitments and more abilities to be able to catch up with the international markets. Since Argentina has been out of the international markets, even though there is a change in international conditions, it is expectable to have certain room for growing and a lot of room for catch up. So we are very positive that the different scenarios and the different circumstances that today create restrictions would be reverted, and we don't need to have the immediate structural changes, but we think that with appropriate signs the market will react as was reacting in last year when the government entered into negotiation with the Paris Club, agree with the International Monetary Fund, and it was expected to reach also a solution with the holdouts, which was very close to be reached, but was not the case, and there was a sort of delay. But we think that is only that, a sort of delay that will be soon resolved.
It's very interesting. You say that as things open up, more investor interest could come on, and that a lot of this has to do with the legalities of that. And okay, so Celia, which sectors have the most growth potential for private sector investment?
Well, as Gabriel was saying, I think we are before a very good opportunity, because it's really not only a couple of sectors. Argentina is in very big need of investment. We need investments in infrastructure. We need investment in, companies have a really good, really very, very good human resources in Argentina, and they have a big capacity of growing and of getting much more technified, and we need technology. So the sectors are innumerable. I mean, we have a lot of need for funding and long-term funding. So as soon as certain signals are given, as Gabriel was saying, and of course some economic measures have to be taken to open up the market. But if that happens, you have real estate, of course, that is very much in need. We have no mortgage loans, so all the real estate market is desperate for long-term funding. You have the agribusiness that has to do with not only real estate but everything that goes with it, and we have an incredibly rich country in that sense, and markets that are still very eager to purchase what are because of commodities. And not only that, a lot of industrialized services and around the agribusiness that are very important to get them up to speed. We have a dairy industry that has been, really without any funding, that could compete perfectly well with, for example, New Zealand that they have a great dairy industry, and so in the sense of agribusiness and everything that has to do with food, there's a lot to do. Then you have energy. We've been listening to Galuccio and YPF and the different sectors. There's a lot to do there, and a lot of interest in the rest of the world, and looking at us in Argentina to really interested in investing. There are certain things that have been done right. There's been a change in certain regulations to try to really bring new investment there, and lining up the interest of the provinces of Argentina together with the national government, so that investors that come and invest in energy do not have to go through all these different hurdles on every province and so much uncertainty. So that has helped, and we understand that all the management of YPF has helped a lot in making the different government sector understand how important it is to have a good legal framework to attract investment. So energy, agribusiness, real estate, technology, software, we're really, really good there, and there's a lot we can do, and a lot of interest in expanding to other countries. The finance sector as well. I think the opportunities are enormous, and because again, as Gabriel was saying, we've been for many years without access to the global markets and to long-term financing. So I think we're very optimistic and positive that this will happen.
No, that's perfect, and I think that's the point of this event, to outline as optimism grows and as things start to catch up for Argentina, how can we expect more to happen? And with strong fundamentals and with a regulatory environment becoming a little more friendly, exactly, to these fundamentals, to this potential that is Argentina, I think there's good reason to be optimistic, no doubt. Okay, so that's it. I'm Samuel Moldovan with Cecilia Mayral, Gabriel Matarazzo from Marval, Ofero, and Mayral, and we're at the Cumbre Financiera Argentina in Buenos Aires.